Oh, baby. Good morning, my peoples. It's your boy Solace. I want to do this quick video for y'all on astral projection, and I want to give y'all some true history on it. See, it's a lot of things that we speak of that I know about, but I laugh and make jokes of the way y'all describe it because it's just funny to me. But let me give y'all some truth on astral projections for all of those who astral project. Give you the base foundation of where that came from. Now, I did a video called The Halls of Amenti. This came from the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, or Tahuti. This is basically an ancient Kemetic guy who wrote on this tablets himself, meaning in first person. Most books or whatever you read is not written in the first person. So he's the first one to do that. He's a guy who had pretty much more knowledge than anyone of that times. Now, this would be the brother of Osar, the uncle of Horus, depending on which text you read. And he's the one who replaced Ra or Horus's eye, depending on which text you read. So this is Tahuti, the smartest guy of them times. So smart, he replaces eyeballs. So you got to get to a level of understanding. Now, he wrote about how he had the keys to life and death. And he would lay down, wiggle his soul out of his body, and basically go to the next life, or whatever life he chooses to go to. Mind you, this is dimensional talk. So he would go to any life he chooses, his spirit, which what you truly are. He would take that and go wherever he chooses, meaning he had the power to make his spirit leave his body whenever he chose. He would leave, he would come back, and this was pretty much astral projecting. This is where astral projecting, as we speak of it now, comes from. Now, this was a gift given to Thoth. This wasn't something that men could acquire. It was just for him, like a gift, for him to pass through life and death. Now, when you die, this is your veil of darkness. And when you come out of that veil of darkness, you are reborn into your new life and dimension. Like a baby, it's in two-dimensional world inside the womb. When the water breaks, it dies. It's born out. So you figure the whole time in the womb is like the veil of darkness for the sperm cell. The sperm cell was alive, it ran into the egg, and that was its death. And all of that time in the womb until it was born was its veil of darkness period, and then it came out into the third dimension, living blase blase. So Thoth had the power over that veil, meaning he could go from sperm cell straight into this world and acquire whatever knowledge he needed, spiritual level. So this is where astral projecting comes from. Now, brothers who speak on astral projecting, when I hear them speaking, I have a clear understanding to know, okay, they was told this information by word of mouth. The person who told them was probably told by word of mouth. None of these people are aware of the book that speaks on this. So now these brothers build their knowledge up off of what they was told, not knowing of the source it came from. And then this is where you get all the crazy talk about astral projecting and so on and so forth. And then you get brothers arguing over this, because one brother may say, oh, if you astral projecting, but you got to make sure you make it back on time before your parole officer come, and shit like this. And then you have arguments and quarrels over misconceptions. We have to understand, if you're astral projecting and you're making your spirit leave your body, you're dealing with time. See, when Thoth left his body, or astral projected, when he came back, everyone who he was around was dead because of time. Thoth would do that and come back, it'd be 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 years later. So you have to get an understanding of that. If a man tells you he astral projects and his spirit leaves his body, and he does whatever wonderful things he does, Well, then when he get back, we should all be dead. Time should have passed. See, this is where you get the mummies from in Egypt and the mummification from astral projecting. Because they knew when they did that, they came back. It was going to be a large gap in time. You're not going to go to another life, come back, and think only 6 to 8 hours went by. Amount of time of sleep. If this is what you think, then this shows the level of understanding that we're at in today. And if a person tells you, no, my spirit ain't leaving when I'm astral projecting, it's my mind, well, then you know how foolish it would be then. Because if that's the case, I'm astral projected right now in Europe. I'm standing right in front of the Eiffel Towers taking pictures. I see it all happening right now in my mind. As I'm saying it, you see it happening in your mind. So basically, if a person tells you they're astral projecting and it's not their spirit that's leaving, it's just their mind, well, then you see what they're doing. Nothing. And this is my point. We have to get to a level of understanding. There's no jabs here, no nothing. It's just, this is truth. Swallow it, spit it up, throw it away. Do whatever you want. Now, if you astral project, I'm not saying you're not letting your mind wander off. I'm telling you, yes, that is exactly what you're doing. You're just coming back and you're speaking of it as if you're actually doing something. You're not. This shit is just deep. We got to get to a level of understanding. Hopefully I could provide some type of information. And I don't want people to feel like, oh, where's he get? I read all the books y'all read. I heard everything y'all heard already. There's nothing you should feel like you need to teach me. Whatever you know, I know. I just may know it from a different name or whatever. But whatever I know from a universal perspective, meaning all the stories y'all know, like the Bible and all of these dumb books, I know them too. I read them too. I understand them different than y'all because I have a base foundation of knowledge. And y'all just have those. And this ain't the beginning. So this is why y'all lost, because y'all dealing with everything from the middles instead of from the beginnings. It's your boy Solace. That was Astral Projecting. If you got any questions, just drop them in the comment. I'll do a whole video on it.